All right, Eliza, thanks. Our other top story tonight, President Trump's former attorney Michael Cohen pleading guilty to 8 charges, including campaign finance violations over hush money paid to 2 porn stars.
His former campaign manager also found guilty in a separate trial today. The president reacting to those developments tonight as we take a closer look at how this could affect the president, Republicans, and Kern County come November.
President Trump's longtime personal attorney Michael Cohen left federal court after pleading guilty and taking a plea deal on bank fraud, tax evasion, and campaign finance violations. In court, he said he was under the direction of a candidate for federal office when he arranged a payment for hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal.
He worked to pay money to silence 2 women who had information that he believed would be detrimental to the 2016 campaign and to the candidate and the campaign.
Meanwhile, in Virginia, a jury finding President Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort guilty on 8 of 18 counts on tax and bank fraud. The court not able to reach a verdict on the other 10 charges.
Mr. Manafort is disappointed of not getting acquittals all the way through or a complete hung jury on all counts.
The government argued before Manafort worked on President Trump's campaign in 2016, he put $60 million in more than 30 offshore accounts, much of the money allegedly from Ukrainian officials with ties to Russia. In West Virginia for a rally, President Trump reacting to the verdict.
It doesn't involve me, but I still feel, it's a very sad thing that happens. This has nothing to do with Russian collusion. This started as Russian collusion. This has absolutely nothing to do. This is a witch hunt, and it's a disgrace.
Cohen, who once said he would take a bullet for President Trump, saying recently he's putting his family and country first.
And this story, of course, has been trending on Twitter all day, taking you into the 23 ABC Live Center, taking a look at some of the reactions that are coming in late today. Dan Abrams, a legal analyst for ABC News, pointing out something interesting in all of this, to remember that the prosecutors in the Southern District of New York, prosecuting Michael Cohen there, ultimately report to President Trump's AG, who is Jeff Sessions. Now, he recused himself from the Russia investigation, so trying to tie this development into that could be difficult in terms of the Department of Justice structure and how this investigation is ultimately playing out. On Fox News today, Jonathan Turley, a legal analyst, also pointing this out. On Michael Cohen's guilty plea, the other side of this, from Dan Abrams' point, if the prosecutors accept what is in this indictment, then the president just became an unindicted co-conspirator. Again, what does this all mean for politics and what's going on? Lanny Davis, Cohen's attorney, also saying this about the developments today. Today he stood up and testified, he being Michael Cohen, under oath that Donald Trump directed him to commit crime by making payments to 2 women, the principal purpose of influencing an election. The big unknown here is what this means for the Russia investigation. Of course, Special Counsel Robert Mueller is in charge of that. No new developments on that front. What this means for politics as a whole, though, is what's being discussed today, where our local Congressman Kevin McCarthy, of course, the majority leader, tied closely to the Trump administration in terms of legislation and Congress, not talking about this case today. But, of course, we know McCarthy is in charge of holding the House come November. The big question again in this is, how will this affect voters in November? How will this affect the race for the House?